Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I have made 2 paranormal story times. With that being said, sorry if you hear some noises. We're dog sitting, so if you hear a little bell, that's the dog. But anyways, I've gone through a lot of things in my life, a lot of them from high school and a lot of them from now. Fact is, a girl's been through a lot, okay? I wanted to incorporate many types of story times onto this channel, but I was having such a difficult time starting it. I was like, where do I start? Which type of story time do I start? And today something happened, and I was like, after all the adrenaline went away and I was able to laugh about it after they left, I was like, this is gonna be such a great story time. Thank you so much for this drama. So anyways, I'm gonna tell that story today. So today is Father's Day, okay? And what do families do better than run errands together? At least my family. So it's my sister Andy and my mom and dad and I running errands today. And one of those errands was to go to Costco. And I didn't even know why. Oh, we went to Costco to develop some pictures. And you know, once you go into Costco for one thing, you end up coming out with like 5 million things. That's what happened. And we realized that after we paid for our food and like groceries and whatnot, we were hungry. So we asked my dad, like, what do you want to do? Do you want to eat here? What's up? And he's like, yeah, sure, we'll eat here. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a slice of cheese pizza. And he's like, I'm gonna get a hot dog, no, a Polish dog, okay? And we're all like trying to figure out what we want to eat, and we're in this line. And my sister Andy and I, we're scanning like all the tables because it's really crowded, okay? It's kind of like late afternoon in a Costco on a Sunday night, okay? So let alone it's Father's Day. So everybody's like, you know, buying things to go grilling, have a barbecue. And the moment my sister and I, well, I saw it. The moment I see a table like open up, I'm like, Andy. And we like look at each other and I go, you know, the sister thing, like you can talk without words. And she realized, okay, that means go over there, get the table. I was like, it's like 5 million degrees here in Vegas. But anyway, so where was I? Oh yeah, so we get our table, we sit down, and once it's claimed, I decide to go get napkins and utensils, so by the time my whole family comes back down to sit, we can just grub, right? And we're sitting by this family, okay? Mother, father, son, and daughter, okay? The son and daughter, I guess, are around my sister and I's age. Like, I'm 20, my sister's, oh my gosh, she's gonna turn 18 in September. You know how, like, little siblings will always be, like, 14 or 13 in your mind? Or, like, even 7, sometimes I'm like, isn't she 7? But like, anyway, okay, don't trail off, Alex. Anyways, so as I'm getting my utensils, I hear my sister yell in Spanish, Alex, come over here. Like, Alejandra, come over here. And I'm like, I didn't think anything of it because yes, we're mostly bilingual, but it's kind of rare for her to yell in Spanish for me. So anyway, I go over there. I sit down and she's sitting right across from me and she's like pooping bricks and she's like, please don't say anything. And I'm like, say anything? What do you mean? And she's like, Alex, don't say anything. Because she gets really scared because like I have a loud mouth, okay? I do. And I'm very protective of myself and my family, okay? And it's a Sunday night at Costco and it's crowded and I'm just not in the mood. And she knows that. And she also knows that 2 days ago, I almost got ran over because someone was being rude to me. If you want to hear that story time, comment down below because I almost got ran over and it was messed up. Anyways, she says, that family right there, the mom and daughter, they were saying things about you. Those people I don't know. And she's like, Alex, please don't say anything. I'm like, well, what were they saying? And she's like, I don't know, it was in Spanish. And I thought my sister was holding back because she speaks more Spanish than me. Like, she's like 85% fluent. So I'm like, what were they saying? And she's like, they were just talking about you. And I'm like, and she wouldn't tell me. And so here I am, I'm getting not angry with her, but it's kind of making the adrenaline start pumping, you know, when you feel your heart kind of go flutter, flutter, boom, boom, pow. That was happening, and I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god, I'm trying to breathe, and I'm like, tell me, Andy, and she wouldn't. And so, since I don't have anything to go off on, but I want to put these people in their place, especially like women. Like, women are not competition. Don't talk about women, let alone a mother and a daughter. What are you teaching your daughter when you do that? When you involve her in chisme. Chisme is gossip in Spanish, okay? When you do that, like, what morals are you teaching your daughter? I'm sorry, that's gross, okay? And we're both at Costco. No one is above the other. Like, I just came here to have a good time after a crowded shopping spree with my family to have some nice pizza, okay? I decided to be petty, and the daughter is on the other side of the table, but like a little further down, so I can see her perfectly. And I put my head on my pretty little hand, and I'm like staring at her. And she knows I'm staring at her, but she can't even give me the side eye. She won't look at me. She won't acknowledge me, okay? But they know I'm looking. And the brother was sitting right next to his sister, and he's on his phone just like, and then I say loudly, like, what you mean they're talking? And you could tell, like, the daughter got red. And I can't really see the mom because she's like a foot away from me. It's the husband, and then on the other side of her, no, just kidding, she's next to me a foot away. But I'm focusing on the daughter, okay? Because I'll deal with the older woman later. But, you know, as a woman, like a young woman to a young woman, no, I'm gonna stick up for myself. Say what you had to say when I was walking away. And what infuriated me even more is my sister said when I got up, they were saying in Spanish. My sister actually like told me right after I was kind of staring at them. My sister, I think, decided to tell me. She's like, when you walked over there, they were saying, oh, just look at her now. Like, look at her. And they all like were like looking at me. And I'm sorry, that's just like creepy. And I get I'm an easy target at times, but that does not give anyone the right to be so like vulgar and disrespectful. You know, it's like, if you want my autograph, you can just ask, okay? I'm just kidding, no, but anyways, that's just not right, in my opinion, you know? And especially when someone's walking away, like, say it to their face. If it's really that much of a problem to you, if it's really affecting you that much, maybe talk to that person, but obviously no, because you're so insecure, you want to say behind their back. My sister goes over to my mom immediately and kind of like briefly tells her like what's going on and that I'm angry. And when I get angry, it's no good, okay? It's no good. So my dad sits on the other side of me with my sister, and then my mom decides to sit at me. My mom says in Spanish, Alejandra, like, what's going on? And I'm like, well, Mom, people think it's okay to talk, beep, S-H-I-T. That's what I said. And the daughter was like eating her pizza, and she's like super red. I'm like, yeah, uh-huh. And then my dad's like just going off in Spanish, but my dad's a very, 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 very secure, soft, intelligent man. And he's just, you know, even when he's saying things in Spanish that are kind of like angry, it just sounds so like, damn, you know you messed up. And he was just saying like, you know, it's really sad when people think that they can speak another language to do some like dirty talking. And once they get caught and confronted, you act like nothing. I'm kind of like, you know, I'm remembering what my dad said in Spanish, and I'm kind of like translating it right now, but basically that's what he said. And, oh, that was the dog, if you heard that bark. But anyways, so I'm still like looking at them like, yeah, you can't look at me. And I'm like, well, guess what? People speak more than one language. And you can tell the brother is like, he's like wide-eyed, but still looking at his phone. The daughter still won't look at me. The mom, you could tell like she's red. And the dad was like he, you know, I feel bad. It's Father's Day and your family embarrassed you. I'm sorry you have to like sit through like your wife and daughter like bad-mouthing random strangers. Like, that's terrible. Anybody who does that, that's terrible. Like, you don't know people. You don't know what people are going through. You have no right to like judge someone that hard. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm like going at it at the daughter, and she can't even look at me. She can't say anything. She's red as a tomato, okay? Red as a lobster. And I'm like, okay, like, I guess you can bark, but you can't bite. And obviously I'm getting ready to bite, so the daughter has had enough of me, okay? So I look right over the mom. I'm like, oh, what a good example for your daughter. What are you teaching your daughter by doing this? And then I was just like, yeah, I speak Spanish. And then my dad looks at me, he's like, Alejandra, would you like to sit somewhere else? And I go, no, I'm fine here. And I'm like, hey, at least Mexico won today. And my whole family and I, like, we just like laughed because I said what I needed to say. I stood up for myself. And, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, maybe you should have not said anything. But at the same time, what if they said that to someone who was having a really, really bad day? You know, with all the crazy things that are happening in the world, you could piss off the wrong person, you know, and it's just not right. Yes, we all have different ideas of what is right and wrong, but when it comes down to it, that is a big thing. You know, women should not be like that to each other. Growing up, I remember, like, especially during my teen years, girls would go, and I'm sorry, like, parents nowadays are as immature as these teenagers. And I'm sorry, you need to be put in your place because I put you in your place with words. Other people might not use words. They might use, you know? My mom was just saying, like, in Spanish too, like, my parents were both being very, like, professional, but at the same time, like, putting the parents in the place, you know? So after, you know, we still sat there. You know, I'm not moving. I came here to have dinner with my family, or I guess like a late brunch, and that's what we're doing. We're both at Costco on a Sunday night eating pizza with our family on Father's Day. There is no room for shenanigans like that. And sooner or later, when you keep talking like that, you might piss off the wrong person and something really bad could happen to you. So hopefully that was a lesson for them, you know, and hopefully that's a lesson for me. You know, I don't have to confront everything, but, you know, I was just having a bad day. But, you know, I just wanted to tell this story because it just happened. I thought it'd be a good story time. And at the same time, you know, it's a lesson. You don't know what someone's going through. You never know. You know, and sometimes women who are wearing, like, what others call revealing outfits, you don't know. Maybe they had, like, body issues. Maybe this is their first time, like, you know, feeling themselves, you know? And maybe the way someone feels themselves by wearing, like, you know, short shorts or something, another woman might feel herself by, you know, not showing, you know, her legs or something like that. You just never know the reasoning behind something. And you don't even need to know the reasoning. Once you find yourself, like, kind of, like, low-key judging someone and, like, going at it, you know, kind of, like, correct yourself and be like, okay, but if you know, you do you, boo-boo, because it does not affect you. Anyways, thanks for listening to my story time. I know it was kind of, like, passionate and just going at it, but this literally just happened not even 2 hours ago, so it's fresh in my mind, and now it's out. I got all that energy out, and I thank God it didn't happen, you know, or end in a bad way, because, you know, some people, when they do wrong and they're confronted about it, they still self-righteously, like, attack the victim. So it's in it. I put someone in their place. Hopefully they learned from it, and I also learned from it, believe it or not, you know. And I'm just happy that it wasn't my sister or my mother that was being, you know, talked about, because I probably would have been meaner. Anyways, thank you for watching. You can do whatever you want. You can follow me or subscribe or give me a thumbs up, whatever you want. But yeah, stay tuned. I'll be posting more story times. If you want another paranormal story time, you can say so. If you want to hear about the time I almost got ran over and I had to stop my dad from fighting a man, the man that almost ran me over, let me know which one you want. So thanks guys, have a great day, and remember, you do you.